A new emergency room and a new student health center may soon be in the works for an East Alabama college campus.
A little bit of light rainfall today across East Alabama, but we've got more dry weather on the way. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Mobile News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Carl Brady. Plans for a freestanding emergency room at the Jack State campus took another step forward this morning as the university's Board of Trustees approved a letter of intent with a Birmingham development company and the Healthcare Authority of Anniston, which manages Regional Medical Center. The proposal calls for the new facility to be built on the west side of Alabama Highway 21 across from Merrill Hall. It would be a 17,000 square foot single-story building on just over 2 acres of university-owned land. The facility would have 11 or 12 beds, plus an ambulance bay and a helicopter landing zone. The plan also calls for moving the JSU Health Center from the former RMC location in South Jacksonville into the new facility, bringing it closer to the main part of the campus. The health center will be for JSU students, while the emergency room portion will be open to the entire community. Details of the agreement are still being worked out by the university, the Health Authority, and Development Solutions, which is a Birmingham-based healthcare real estate development firm. RMC officials say once the plan is completed, it must be approved through the state's Certificate of Need process. Officials hope to receive that approval and begin work on the facility by next year, and it should take about 2 years to complete the building. The Oxford Fire Department answered a call at the Target department store at the Oxford Exchange Monday afternoon. Fire Chief Gary Sparks says when his units arrived, they found that a cooler in the front of the store had caught fire, causing 2 sprinkler heads to discharge. The sprinkler system held the fire in check, and the building was evacuated by store personnel. The store suffered minor fire damage and some water damage. Cleanup crews worked to remove the water and restore the sprinkler system to fully operational status. When we come back, a local man accused of shooting and killing his neighbor 2 years ago is now being sued in civil court for millions of dollars in damages.
Are you game day ready? WM Grocery has everything you need to fire up the grill. Hot dogs, brats, sausage, ribs, juicy steaks, fresh ground beef, and chicken. Plus, all the grill accessories you need to make your tailgate a success. Wherever you're tailgating, stop by and see us in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and Piedmont. WM Grocery, where game day begins.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
The family of a Lincoln firefighter killed 2 years ago after confronting one of his neighbors is now suing that neighbor for wrongful death. The defendant, 58-year-old Ramon Lee Fizel Jr. of Wellington, is facing reckless manslaughter charges in that case. The family of a 47-year-old Lincoln Fire Lieutenant Thomas Farmer, who was shot to death on October 25th of 2023, says Fizel should pay them at least $50 million in the wrongful death civil lawsuit. Farmer, who lived in Wellington, had just returned home from his shift in Lincoln that morning when he heard a gunshot coming from the edge of his property. According to news reports from that day, he called his wife to tell her that he was afraid that their dog Harley had been shot. When he investigated, he found that his dog had been shot to death and Fizel was standing nearby. The two men began to fight when Fizel pulled out a handgun and shot Farmer in the chest, according to law enforcement officials. The Calhoun County Sheriff's Office received a call from Fizel, who said a neighbor had attacked him in his yard and he had shot him. When they got to the scene, deputies found that Farmer had died from a single shotgun wound to the chest. When officers arrested Fizel, they confiscated 4 handguns. Fizel is scheduled to go to trial later this year on the criminal charge of reckless manslaughter. Comedian and actor Katt Williams, who has announced plans to buy 90 acres of land at McClellan to house a TV production facility, has been awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters by Miles College in Birmingham. Williams was cited by the college for his commitment to building pathways for the next generation through innovation and partnership. The ceremony took place this past weekend at Miles' homecoming celebration, where Williams announced a new partnership that will put students from historically black colleges and universities on real film sets, such as the ones he is building. Miles officials said they are working to integrate AI into every part of its curriculum, and the opportunity to partner with Katt Williams advances that vision. Alabama's real estate market had a pretty good month in September, and lower interest rates are getting some of the credit. We'll have that story in a moment.
Big dreams deserve a strong foundation. Whether you're starting a business, building a backyard shop, or just need more space, Waldrop Metal Buildings is ready to help. Every project is built to fit your vision, your style, and your budget. Let's bring that dream to life. Call Waldrop today.
Fall is here, and Miller Outdoor Living and Decor in Sachs is celebrating with 25% off all fall decorations. From pumpkins and wreaths to cozy accents, you'll find everything to refresh your home or office for the season. Every purchase comes with free gift wrapping, making your fall shopping even easier. And while you're there, step outside and explore our outdoor collection, including one-of-a-kind concrete statuary and stunning Mazzarelli fountains that will make your space truly stand out. Come see us today on Highway 431 in Sachs. Make every season come to life with Miller Outdoor Living and Decor.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit us at any one of our 5 locations in Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln.
Home sales across Alabama remained steady in September and avoided the start of the traditional seasonal decline, according to a study released this week by the Alabama Association of Realtors. The report shows that Alabama recorded 6,055 home sales in September, a slight increase over August and an annual decrease of 1.2%. The median sales price grew by more than $18,000 year over year to just more than $235,000, an 8.6% annual increase and a 0.6% monthly rise. The combined price of all homes sold during the month was $1.7 billion, an increase of 15% from 2024. The average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage fell to 6.26% through the first 2.5 weeks of September. That's a quarter of a point lower than the 40-year average. The retiring director of bands at JSU, Dr. Ken Bodiford, was honored by the Jack State Board of Trustees this morning. The board voted to name the rehearsal center in Mason Hall the Kenneth G. Bodiford Band Rehearsal Hall. He's announced that his retirement will begin in January after 32 years of leading the Jack State Band Department. Also at this morning's board meeting, Bodiford showed off the new Marching Southerners uniform that will replace the 11-year-old uniforms currently being used by the band. Cost for the new uniforms is around $600,000, and the band hopes to have them by the time they march in the Rose Parade in January 2026. Well, the work week is off to a seasonal start as far as temperatures are concerned. John Holder is in the Pool Doctor Weather Center with the forecast for the next several days.
Carl, indeed, it does feel more like fall out there across East Alabama. We're going to have the complete forecast for those next several days coming up next.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family.
Celebrate Halloween with Old Noble. From spooky decor and frightfully fun gifts to cozy touches that make your home the perfect haunted hideaway, Old Noble has everything you need to get into the spirit of the season. And while you're here, don't forget to check out our locally branded merchandise, the perfect treat for showing off your hometown pride this fall. Stop by Old Noble in downtown Anniston today and make this Halloween one to remember.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. This segment of EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville. Personal, professional, quality.
For the last several days, we have been showing you nothing but blue sky on the EAN weather cam on Quintard Avenue in Anniston. But today, it was vastly different. A lot of clouds this afternoon after sunshine this morning. And with those clouds, we actually had a little bit of light rainfall. Not much, enough to wet the ground, but we'll take everything we can get during this drought. Here at the Pool Doctor Weather Center today, 77 for the high, a little bit above the average after a chilly morning this morning, all the way down at 41 degrees down at the Anniston Airport. Coming up tonight, all those clouds are going to move out of the way. We'll have clearing skies as we move through the evening and the overnight hours tonight. Chance of rain is 0. All the rain we received this afternoon moving off to the south and east, and another chilly night ahead as a reinforcing shot of colder air comes in. That means we drop down into the low 40s once again, 43 for the average low overnight tonight. Coming up tomorrow with all those clear skies and sunshine, it is going to be a beautiful day. Temperatures are going to be a little bit on the cool side. We'll go below average on temperatures tomorrow. Only 55 at 9 a.m. despite the sunshine. Total sunshine at lunchtime tomorrow sitting at 66 degrees. And again, we'll be below average tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock. Sunshine, but the temperature only at 72 degrees. Another very nice and pleasant day coming up across the region. Here's the 7-day forecast. And we've actually got a couple of chances for rainfall coming. It's going to be a while until we get there. Temperatures are going to be on the rise after tomorrow. We'll be back in the upper 70s for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Looks like a very nice end of the week and early start to the weekend coming up. And those nighttime lows are going to be way down in the 40s, continuing. The cold morning looks like Thursday morning, 40 degrees. No doubt some folks are going to be in the upper 30s across East Alabama. Then next week, we've got some small rain chances coming in. About a 1 in 3 chance of a shower Sunday, 20% rain chances on Monday and Tuesday. Highs remain in the 70s. Nighttime lows, though, we will be out of the 40s and back into the 50s, maybe some upper 50s. And we're going to watch this time frame right here very carefully because we could have higher rain chances. Not confident in that yet, but we could have some beneficial rainfall, maybe even some thunderstorms for Sunday and the early part of next week. We'll watch that over the next couple of days. Well, again, this is a time of year where we have a lot of H's on the board, and this is no doubt what causes all the dry weather. So here's the forecast for tomorrow as we look at the surface map, and you see an H sitting right over the western half of the state of Mississippi. That big dome of high pressure, that is going to be what keeps us dry tomorrow and Thursday and Friday and Saturday with plenty of sunshine. Again, the H is all over the place, way up here in the Dakotas, out here in the west as well, and it's keeping most of the country dry. We've got some rain up in the northeast, out in the west and the Four Corners region, but here in the southeast, high pressure is in control and dominant, and it will be that way for the next 4 to 5 days. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Wednesday weather at a glance. Right back here tomorrow night for EAN Local News. We will fine-tune those rain chances coming for later on in the weekend. When we come back after the break, Carl Brady returns with more EAN Local News.
At Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville, we believe a great pool is where the best memories are made. Family cookouts, sunny afternoons, kids laughing and splashing, it all starts with a pool that's clean, clear, and ready for fun. That's where we come in. From trusted Pentair products to the cutting-edge BeatBot cleaners, plus top quality chemicals and fun accessories, we've got everything you need to keep your pool perfect. Visit Pool Doctor today, where pool care meets family care.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News. We appreciate all of your support. Please like and subscribe to see more local news for your area. We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.